Hello and welcome. This is Diana and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is going to be Divine Feminine reading for the sign of Aries. Hello, my friend. Hopefully you are doing well and you are kind of rebalancing into your own inner fire, your own inner flame, kind of understanding really what is your divine truth as you're walking, right? Like, what is that shift? What has allowed you to kind of come into it's like an understanding of like the balance of like accepting your gifts, accepting what you've incarnated with, how it's been unfolding, whatever's on that right side of the shoulder, you're welcome to exit. Safe passage, correct. Take a deep breath and allow that energy to release. You're going to feel a release in your kind of your sit bone, your hip bone, on the same side wherever that pulse is at. Just see it and allow it to release. Kind of in this red blushy kind of color is what's going to be lighting the way, sparking the light of God. And so as you're kind of nurturing your next moves, like understanding like your heart's calling, like what is it that you truly desire in this life, right? And like, what are you not getting? What is your ego kind of still amplifying in your current reality? Because the thing is even though you feel like you're in circles, or you feel like you're revisiting the same subject over and over and over, like you've essentially brought in some grounding energies, could be in the form of animals, spirit animals, guides, coming into a full alignment with self. And as you're starting to do that, right, like you're starting to shift the way your vibration is attuning out into the universe, right? And what that's doing is it's kind of shifting you from feeling like you're in a looking glass, like a fishbowl kind of a mentality, right? Where it's just the monotony of the day-to-day, essentially is what they're showing me. It's like it's just the same thing every day. It's the first time that I've used this many cards from this deck, but they're saying there's relevance to it. So we're just going with it, right? There's something about like surrendering to your own divine path of the like why you've chosen to walk the direction you've walked, what you've been asking with each moon cycle to reveal, to shift your own frequency, right? Like it's kind of like the 40 days, 40 nights, the fasting, the visualization, the connecting into a higher state of being, right? Whether or not it's like you fasting out a particular food or a particular environment, like it's you looking at like the shift of, okay, where's it really coming from? Like, where is this root cause of like, that's interesting. My divine spark. Again, it's really wild because it's kind of like somebody's in reflection of like where they just said where their funny comes from, and they're realizing that it's like a flipped coin, right? Like it's the other side of the who you are, and it doesn't work unless there's an ebb and a flow with the energetic frequencies. And so they're just kind of seeing, like showing me somebody owning like where they were on the wrong side of the scale and they gave more than what they should have. So somebody's like claiming back their power, claiming back an amplification of their own divinity, stepping into like the pathway that is going to lead them to their highest timeline. It's literally like understanding like energetically we're at like the split where the collective is truly shifting in the way it's operating, right? And like the thing is like what paradigm, what environment are you feeding? Because the truth is when you watch something, when you listen to something, you're tuning into that energy source where it's an open stream of consciousness, right? That's kind of why they say you feed so there's something about, yeah, there's something definitely about like the coming into your own vibration, no longer playing by other people's rules. It doesn't look like everybody else's stuff. It doesn't feel like the energy frequency of like the current reality. It's kind of like the only way you become truly Renaissance is when you then become the teacher. You're no longer the student, right? You're stepping into a frame of being where nothing and no one is going to impede your forward progress. It's like I'm talking to the true way showers, right? The people that have been in the trenches, the people that have like literally, yeah, stepped into their divine feminine energy. Like this, I don't think this is, well, it might be an Aries. I don't know. Because I think I started with Aries, but like they're kind of showing me like this is more like just like the divine feminine collective. So I don't know if Aries is in Venus. Like there's something happening with that. I don't know. Yeah, but somebody's getting like a spark of life, the spark of like a rebirth, a spark of like understanding you are divine, that you are elegant, that you, whatever you want your life to reflect, it can in fact reflect. Like the universe is going to try to show you, hey, this is all that there is, and like it's your job to go against the grain, right? To truly get into a state of completion, right? Where you're now the phoenix rising, where you are the burst of the magnetic energy that is like amplifying like your intuition, your gut feeling, like you not being wrong, like you seeing the world as the world actually is in full divine balance, and it allows you to step into your passions, right? Because like the truth is the only one who's stopping you right now is you. And the minute you decide either you love it and you're doing it, or you hate it and you're no longer going to do it, right? Like, but you make the change, you make the shift into, this is what I love, and this is the information that I've come to know, and this is how I want to disseminate my information, right? And you get into your heart center, and you get into the fact that, like, you were born with the gifts that you hold, right? There's no gray area about it. And so, like, in truth, what are the things that you wish somebody would have told you, right? Who knows? Like, I mean, I crossed probably, I would say, a good, like, 30-something healers or higher souls, and they helped to an extent, right? They didn't do it for me, and they also didn't give me all of their